The curve is weird, therefore I don't really know what the second line means. I just bring it closer, and I think the closer it is to the end, the more control you have over the bend. Just around the river bend. What does it look like at the end? It kind of just stops. Okay. Crap. The longer the line, the more the curve. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's one line. I actually have a way to fix that too. Or I actually have a way to make it cool. I'm just gonna make it 0.2 instead. And make it more orange, because I think it needs to be more orange. Okay. Because then I have a way. I have a way. I have a way. I have a way. If you... I need this on. I forgot. If you open up your heart, it's gonna take some time to realize that it is gay. It's very important that you understand everything I'm saying. Just in case I say something important about me that you wish you didn't know. There are going to be many secrets in this video. This is really weird, alright? This is a weird position for me. Sitting upside down with the mouse on the table. It's really not good. I need to have it curve more. So it's going to go here, and there, and there you are. And then it's going to come down like that. I kind of lose track of it sometimes when it's that far down, and it makes the screen move, and I'm like, okay, where is it? It didn't get the color either. God damn it. Also, I wish you could change the thickness here. You can do that. I forgot to mention, you can do that in Sai, or if you draw an outline with their tablet or the paintbrush tool, you can change the thickness of the line. But that has too many points of articulation that I would be like, is it not fun to do? So I just don't like it in that program. Now you can't really see the line here, so I'm just gonna start it so I know where it's at. Whoops, nope. Crap. I'm noticing now that my right click button sticks, or left click, and that's kind of annoying to deal with. I'm just gonna have it come down right here. And then I wasn't really sure how this is supposed to end up, but I'm just gonna have it go this way, the way I originally made the note for. This is actually really helpful that I oh yeah, I was about to mention, in Sai I think I already talked about it, but I can't put the background line and just look at what I'm doing. That's why I don't like using it that much. And wait, I think this line, okay, this one actually connects down here. Oh, that doesn't matter. It's gonna end up right there. It goes up along this thing. I need to fix that back. I need to remember to get back to this thing. God, this is why I couldn't stream. Like, I couldn't notice the problems right away. And then have my audience yell at me for dumb bullshit. is it? They can yell at me in the comments. And I didn't change the color for that line before I rasterized it. Where should it end up? Oh, I think it just comes down here. Is how I had it. And then it ends up down there. Whoop. Ooh. You know, I think on a random tangent I'm gonna go on here. I feel like if you... It helps to explain your art, or your concept art for things, if you just sit down and talk about it. Because as many times as I've talked about altars, I had never really explained the whole thing, except for to one of my Steam friends on Steam chat. I explained the whole thing to my friend. I don't think he got most of it, or I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't. It's not that it's hard to get. It's complicated or anything. But I don't think he just wasn't paying attention while I was explaining the whole plot to altars. Anyway, the more I did that, the easier it was to talk about to just random people. Because the more I talk about it, the more I'm able to paraphrase it more. Like, I always thought, like, I can't just talk about altars because it's about this whole thing involving a comic book version of me and a thing. And I know that's hard to talk about because it's like kind of cringy that it's like, oh, your own self-insert comic, but it's not like that. I don't know how to say this. Like, the main premise of it is people can basically become power fantasies of themselves. And it's not just me, it's other characters I've made. But seeing Aaron in his art videos, or when he went through old folders of his stuff, made me realize, okay, that's what I was gonna do, that it actually does help talking about your things as if it were like pitching it to somebody. Okay, now I'm going to rasterize all those things, and I'm just gonna hide the things for now, so I can work with these individually. Also, I hate this mouse. The rubber part on the wheel is too smooth, so sometimes when I scroll, my finger just rubs it, and it's like, come on. First world problems are the only problems. Okay, so that one I need to fix. I need to fix all of these. Oh, I need to smoothen the end, or pull out the end. I also kind of want to get into background art. One, because I suck at it and I want to get better at it, but I like creating... Actually, not background art, excuse me. Landscapes. I like showing big landscapes. Like, I have a folder full of that stuff that I either want to try to pick up, like, methods from. I deleted them all. Wow. I think I deleted everything that was just something from the internet. So I didn't want to fill my folders with pictures I saved from the internet, because these are sometimes I forget that these are artists who drew these, and oh, they're all in here. Okay, cool. Sometimes I forget that there's artists that drew these, and I was just gonna have my computer backgrounds filled with all these things, and I was gonna use them as references. I was gonna use them as backgrounds, and I felt really bad doing that, so I didn't want to do that. Like, I want to do a scene like this for altars. That's just lightning. This is the inspiration for one of the locations in altars called the Cradle of Chaos. This is from Epic Mickey. I want to do things like this. That's another inspiration for the Cradle of Chaos. Scenes. I just want to do landscapes of, like, places in my narrative. And I think all of these... This is an inspiration for one of my drive forms, I should say. Yeah. Like, I like this whole... this is what I mean about using textures, relying on textures. That's a texture. I could have done that without doing this. This is just bevel and emboss. It doesn't look right. It makes everything look flat. This is old. This is... When was this? No, that's not right. Wait, yeah, it is. That was 2 years ago. I thought... For some reason I thought this year was 2006. 16. Yeah, but that's what I got the inspiration for that was. But yeah, my main thing that I like doing is logo design. I'll make another video separate from that, but I really like logo design because I like making a theme out of everything, or when I'm thinking of one, I just like making a theme scheme out of stuff like horror or machines or circus clown thing. Like I like oversaturated individual themes of stuff. I don't know. Basically, you can derive my inspiration from, like, places in video games, because that's where you see that the most. Is like, what, in a Kirby game there's grassland, there's fireland. Those are all themed places, and I just like thinking of things like that. That will definitely I'll talk about when I talk about all the logos I've did in a video, probably. That's probably going to be a really long one, too. I'm also trying to get better at talking in the camera, because I know I'm not really. And when it came... This is another tangent. When it came to drawing drawing designs for characters, I started really getting self-conscious about whether something is integral to their, like, appearance or whether something's an afterthought. For example, there's a character in Altars called the Heart Empress. I already showed her earlier, but I want to show what I'm thinking of. Because in the paper and pencil and ink, that can be whatever, because that's not the final design. But usually when I color something, that is how I'm going to draw it, like, indefinitely. Unless I change my mind again. Some portraits. Okay. So, I'm starting to think that some of her design is an afterthought. Because she's a god, right? In the story. And her dress isn't really, or her outfit isn't really based on any period, or it's just what I think of when I think of godlike entities. They just have a bunch of like cloaks and robes and ribbons and armor and stuff. So when it came to afterthought, I feel like these heart tassels are definitely afterthoughts. And I don't know what I was thinking when I put this here or these pieces. I was gonna save this reveal for a later redraw of her, because she also has like a final form, like the Dead King here. But these things fold out as wings, so they have a purpose and they're integral to her design. This is just what they look like when they're closed up. They look like clouds, but when they open up, she's like a horrible version of an angel, which I'm gonna try to have that be inspired by most depictions of angels, which are supposed to be incomprehensible to humans. So they just look like horrible things with a million eyes, and they're all dripping and gross with blood on them and weird. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from afterthought things. Some people can probably just take a look at my art and it's like, that's an afterthought. I'm gonna be like, well, it's not, but whatever. It probably seems that way. Also, I'm fucking starving. I don't really have food in my house except for like 2 fish sticks or fish fillets and mashed potatoes left over. I'm probably gonna order pizza. I really hate ordering pizza, but it's like, it's good to sometimes, and it's filling enough that I can just forget about eating for a while. But sometimes I get so sick of pizza. But it's like, I don't want to go out. And I'm tired of ordering from this next door Chicago Bros pizza place. Okay, first of all, let me talk about them, because their whole deal is that they have this Chicago style deep dish pizza. It's like fucking, it's like as big as a Harry Potter book. That's how thick a slice is. But they need time in advance to make it, which I understand. I wish we had time in advance to make stuff at Pizza Hut whenever we were out of like a different dough style, and it takes like forever to prepare and thaw out and shit. But they need time to prepare this, and I went in there one day to just go get one on the way home, and the guy was like, actually, you don't want this. I was like, what? And I was like, I wanted to try it, you know? And he said, it's gonna take a while. You're not gonna want this. You just want something quick. You're not gonna want this. So I was prepared to wait like half an hour, because I live right down the street. I was just gonna go, like, take out my work clothes and take a shower and then come back. But the guy was just really adamant about not having me order this, implying that anyway. And so I was like, okay, fine, I guess I don't want this. I wasn't mad or anything. I just got something else, because there's very few things in the world that actually make me really fucking mad. The main thing is irrational people, and they're just immune to reason. That is what actually makes me mad. But it wasn't that big of a deal, like I said. So I just ignored it, and I never. Like, I see people eat there all the time, and they have a plate of the Chicago style pizza, like deep dish, not like Pizza Hut deep dish. Like, they have a 3-inch pan and they bake a pizza in it. Ugh. It's just not fair. Whatever. What else? Wait, I forgot to. Wait, no, that's still that. That's still this one. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm gonna show overlap with that one, since it's kind of weird. I think I should have. Sometimes I think I like drawing ink drawings way more, but it's just I push myself to fill in and color everything because I know it'll look nice maybe in the end. But I think my actual strength is in ink drawings, because I was once told before that my sketches remind them of like Tim Burton drawings, or like just like really dark shit. That's not a good example. That's a sketch dump. That's the original. Like, I also just like black and white in general to work with. I'm doing that thing I said I was gonna save for another video. God. Anyway.